This is the story all about how I got my Windows updated even though I never asked for this. So listen to this. Well, some time ago my computer crashed, so I had to reset it, of course. Or restart it. And doing that, for some reason, caused it to start asking me about updates again. Even though I've got all those things disabled pretty much. And due to that, I finally did some fucking updates. And since then, everything's wrong. So here's how it went. So first off, it updated. It kept me awake, even though I wanted to go to sleep and turn this fucker off. So because it decided the inactivity hours are now, so I gotta update it right now. And started doing it. Kept me awake because I wanted to turn off my PC so that I don't drain electricity for no reason. Because it's free to play after all. I gotta save up some dough. Shit, fuck. And it updated. I turned it off. Went to sleep. Next day, when the time to play fucking everything came. Oh, what's glowing here? Did I see right? Oh yeah, there it is. I turned the PC on, and everything seems louder. First thing is I wanted to watch something on YouTube, and the audio wasn't there, like I saw. So I started looking into my audio drivers and control panels, and it turned out that my speaker settings were reset. They were reset so that there is a central speaker, which I don't have. I only have 4 satellites and a subwoofer. So it turned central speaker on, so most of audio from YouTube goes through central speaker. So I didn't have that, so I had to disable that first of all. But that wasn't the end of it. I launched a game to play, because fucking what else would you do on a PC? It's not like it's fucking tool for work or something like that. I ran a game, and I noticed that everything's fucking louder, first off, and second off, you're getting this kind of echo, as if you were listening to something through a pipe, like this distinct, like double sound that's very slightly off, that gives you this weird fucking distortion. This weird sound as if you were listening to it through a pipe. So that was going on. Oh, come on. So I'm starting to look into all the fucking menus and options of sound in Windows and everywhere else, in Realtek, in fucking Windows, checking if the like equalizer, like volume equalizer is on or not. Fucking looking for a solution everywhere, and I'm not finding anything. So my first idea was to indeed turn the PC off and turn it back on. Even though right after you updated it, I turned it off and then turned it on. So that portion of troubleshooting should be done already, right? That should be fixed already. As in, it shouldn't have happened at all in the first place. But I did it anyways, and it seems like it did help. So I played a game a little bit, and I had to Alt-Tab out of it to do something in the background. And once I came back to it, it spontaneously got louder again. So Windows and its updates again, fixing everything. It's like FIFA. It's like FIFA. The new versions of FIFA come out with previous bugs fixed and new ones introduced. Now a cutscene. Listen to this. Check this out. Pay attention to Yargo's face and his eye that was supposedly gouged out, or at least damaged. Camera wasn't on it.
You alright?
He seems alright, right? He also seems kinda dead. Oh, nice particle pop-up. Very good. This is kind of a weird scene. It seems like the monster.
This one is very old.
It seems like the monster is controlling Yargo right now, but it isn't. So that's what Windows Update gave us, or me, really, fucking up the audio on everything pretty much, and it still didn't go away. So I'm still wary of that. Now, this boss fight. We're fighting invisible enemy in a pool of water, so we know how it's gonna go. Also, since I have a chance to actually record this time, I kind of know what to do. So, of course, in the background you could see those canisters in the cutscenes coming over through the track. So you already know that ice gonna be a part of it. That's one thing. The other thing is that this guy's called Stalker.
Get out of here, Stalker.
And the big issue with him is that... What's the big issue with him? Is that... it stands there, yells, and you take damage. Supposedly it's using some kind of ice breath, but I couldn't guarantee you it's true. Because you can't see any projectiles or any particles really coming up. You're just getting damage, and you're close to death, and that's it. So that's his attack here. That's very imaginative, very intuitive, very easy to use. But fortunately, at the end of it, we're gonna get his powers and the powers of the lesser stalkers, I guess, which make us invisible. Now, also what happened? Oh, there it is. That's what I meant. You just took damage. You just did. You just took damage. What were you expecting? Fucking. It's Dark Sector. It's a very well programmed game, right? Something that's fucking. Oh, there we go. And also now he's shooting. Now he's also shooting it. Forgot about that. No? Oh, fine. So yeah, that's how the fight is gonna look like. Is this where it's standing right now? No. I think I hit water with icy glaive, but sometimes it just doesn't work. So. Oh yeah, my breathing. Hope you're enjoying. Oh yeah, again, that's what I mentioned. Just existing. Oh, come on now. Also kind of restocked on ammo, sort of, kind of, to an extent. And the cutscene also, yeah, that cutscene that we've just experienced when Hayden was walking through the door. I like it because they actually pay attention to what weapon you're carrying. I bought the hammer or whatever it was, the revolver I'm carrying right now, and they were smart enough or imaginative enough or attentive enough to actually include that detail. Because there are lots of games, like for instance Mass Effect, where you get yourself a gun and in cutscenes they make you use any other, really. Like here, well, just after this fight there's gonna be a cutscene, or maybe not just, but soon after this fight there's gonna be a cutscene where Hayden is gonna be looking and kind of using the previous gun that we've got, like Micro Techna or something. Ah, there we go. Perfect. I always wanted to do it again. Forgot to use shield, just fucking fuck my shit up. Fam. Yeah. Oh yeah, breathing again. Yeah. That's your favorite trick, I guess. It's also pretty thin, so it's kind of hard to hit him well with a gun. So yeah, Hayden's gonna be using his Techna, sort of. Even though, just in cutscene before this fight, we've seen him carrying the gun that I actually bought, and I'm using. I am using it. Yeah. There we go. Once you learn that you can actually just throw the glaive and have it kind of connect with the guy to give yourself an opportunity to slam him. The fight is a little bit easier, not that much. Also, we're now in a water that's ankle deep, but it's not freezing completely. Even though back in the previous episodes, I froze an entire basin. It was like chest high, and it wasn't a problem. But now it is, because game convenience. That's what's gonna be useful right now. That's what we want. And also the ice. The ice. Where's the fucking ice? Good. That went well. There it is. There it is. There's that. Froze. Yep. That's a lame finisher. Look at this. He just rides him and just kind of stops him, and that's it. And then he gives him a pat on the back. Job well done. Just give yourself a pat on the back. And for some reason, he now gets infected with whatever that guy's had, which gives him invisibility. Don't ask me how that works. I'm not a biologist or a game developer. Again, hold mouse 4. The button that already we're using to use the shields, but we don't have enough buttons on the keyboard, on a 40-button keyboard. So since it's a port from console, we have to use hold buttons and the same buttons over and over again. Even though when you're biting your keys, there are a hell of a lot of options there, visible, and poorly described. So you're not really you don't actually know what you can overwrite with the same button. Also, this thing is, what I want to say is that supposedly here's a motion detector or a camera or some kind of detector, probably in a visible spectrum, working in a visible spectrum of electromagnetic radiation, which detects you and closes the door. At first, I thought it's gonna be working on the principle that I mentioned previously, where when you're using invisibility, your assets got despawned and you can just clip through walls. But no, that's not what it was. It had actual legitimate explanation. Now, pay attention to Yargo's face, where you can notice bruises that weren't there in the previous cutscene. Attention to detail much?
Wait! This injection! I need to tell you.
Now, I don't know if you just figured that out. I did. When he says no, this injection, it means you shouldn't use it. Now, it's not, at this point, it's not certain if it's because you're a monster now, and if it's gonna cure monstrousness, it's just gonna kill you, or if it's laced with poison, it actually is laced with toxin, and it's gonna kill you that way. But Yargo saves you, so that's a little bit of a spoiler. So see how it happens.
I think now is the time to show you. I think you've changed enough to understand. Here is my throat, begging to be cut.
Good thing I've got subtitles here, because you cannot hear him for shit.
You and I are brothers in a sense, birthed for the same purpose, dangled by the same strings. You should know I had the same connections, the same psychosis. They burned us, waiting for the day this would happen.
What did you do?
Yargo.
Those subtitles are wrong.
Awaits.
I'm gonna tell you all about it in a moment. Those were mistimed. Battle phase though. gotta be some strong drugs, am I right or am I right?
Hayden! Hayden!
Hayden! Fucking Russian, speaking Yiddish, I guess.
What happened?
Yeah.
They left you for
What happened? We mistimed another bunch of subtitles. Good framing.
You poisoned me?
Well, technically you poisoned yourself.
No one has cure for this. And the state you're in, well, I think it's exactly what the E-Day wanted. I spiked the booster shot because I figured you turned out like Messner. He had same shots, the same infection.
Yeah, we're two peas in a pod.
No,
See? Techna, just like I told you.
you have changed. You are. It's
In return, though, Yargo's gonna be using our revolver in a moment.
Let it come. I can't stop it.
But you can. I've been monitoring this place.
He might say he kept an eye on it.
Got his.
We had to return it.
He is opening the cages.
You're not using Techna anymore, bitch. I got you a better gun. Just, see, this is what I talked about. You got a better gun, but they're gonna run cutscenes just as because it's too hard to program to use the gun you had.
I'll take care of it.
Like in Mass Effect. I played Biotics in Mass Effect. I'm gonna tell you later.
Okay, don't head there until I've drawn them off.
In Mass Effect I played Biotics, and in Mass Effect 1 especially, you carry all the loadout, being all the guns at once, even though a Biotic is only capable or proficient with a pistol. So I should be carrying pistols and pretty much using forces all the time, but they couldn't program that apparently, so every time there was a cutscene I was holding an assault rifle that I pretty much didn't know how to use. That's one thing. The other thing is that you often carry, in a Mass Effect, you often carry a default rifle in your arms, even though, first off, you got a different rifle that looks different and is better, statistically, and also is still attached to your bag, so you're essentially, during a cutscene, you're carrying a shittier and another rifle on you, just in case. Now, here, you can see, this is the head of the flower petal hand shooting motherfucker, but it's accompanied by a picture of a child. So either those are produced in wombs and grown, or it's unrelated. But since it's like a set, I lean towards what's the word? Towards the first one. Anyway, the first one. So that's that. Now, so Messner showed us that we are infected, just like he is supposedly. Problems are that supposedly Hayden is infected with the same thing Messner is, but Hayden was infected by that knight guy with the double sword spear for hand that was present in that cutscene. So is the knight guy the same kind of has the same kind of infection? Is that kind of infection that all three of us have different than, for instance, what I'm throwing my glaive at right now, or those fuckers, those fucking duck-faced flower petal hand for guns fuckers? Not clear. Especially, supposedly it is different because there's nothing stopping you from hitting them, while there is from hitting Messner. But then again, you attack that night guy, so if that night guy has the same kind of infection, you shouldn't be able to attack him either. So apparently he's different too. Don't ask me. Now, what else is it that I wanted to say? Fuck. So the good idea that I finally figured out, I guess, when you want to you want to do when finishing those fuckers off is that you want to circle strafe them, get behind them, and use a finisher. That's faster. Like that. Yeah. Oh, yeah, just crawl out of the fucking floor. It's fine. He's dead already. Yeah. So, since all three of us is in a different infection, now, Messner apparently has a way to control the mutants, unlike us, which is weird. We should be able to. And, what's the other thing? The night guy. We're not stopped from attacking him. So, that's weird. Would he be? Ah, yes. And then in the last cutscene, Hayden mentioned. Oh, here's a little plug.
When we started the reconstruction effort here, I thought Robert Messner was the devil. More interested in the weapons research than the rotting concrete that was holding back hell from escaping our vault. But I was wrong about him. He rebuilt our defenses, and now he's digging. He told me he wants to know how and why this happened in the first place. Shit. That's why this is so painful. I got a telegraph today. Just one word. Incisor. They're activating me, and now I've got to bring down the man I've come to whisper.
Yeah. So we've got someone on the inside. What was I saying? Yes, the last cutscene, Hayden mentioned a suit. So we're gonna get an upgrade that is a suit. But how does Hayden know about it? Actually, that's the first thing. The other thing is that you actually could see straps on that night guy. So he apparently is wearing a suit. But also, if you fucking paid attention through fucking 15 or 16 episodes, if you look at Hayden's arm, it already looks like the suit that the night guy is wearing. That's one thing. Also, for some reason, the infection on Hayden stopped progressing and is localized solely to his arm, which is weird considering what's happening with the fuckers that I'm fighting right now, for instance, or every other mutant that I was fighting up until this point. So that's one thing. The other thing is that we actually, the infection actually looks like all those mutants. So why would we need a suit? Supposedly you've got grey plated skin. Why would you need a suit that's armor? That's an armor. Just kind of fucking redundant. Supposedly there's nothing wrong with having more armor, I guess, but you already have one. So maybe come down with that. That's why. That's the other thing. Yeah. I figured he was gonna explode anyways, but I guess I just killed him for both of our pleasures. As in, I won't have to be. Anyway, I just killed him. I made it faster. It's almost like speed running. So that's that. How do you know about the suit? Why is Messner special, but different special than the night guy? Why the night guy infected Hayden, and somehow that infection is the same as Messner's? Come on. Fuck you. I'm seeing some plot holes here, you know. And also Yargo doesn't have the eye anymore, even though he had it. Shit. Is there anything interesting here to pick up? It's a jar, so if nothing else, you'll be able to aim at something. Anyway, probably not. There's nothing glowing, so I guess not. Right. So we've got a bunch of other fucks. Also, take a look at this. Being invisible allows us to see through walls. Oh, now I remember. Ah, shit. Oh, that went well. That's what I wanted. The prompt was right there. Finish it. But it didn't happen. Because why would it? Because this is fucking a port. It's a fucking port from a console. So why would it work well on a fucking PC, right? Wow, take your time with that slow-mo. I mean... There we go. Now this one. So yeah, and finishing off my story with Windows, I wanted to record this shit for today. So I started the game, but I had a processor heavy thing running in the background, so I had to alt tab out of that and get that off. But the game crashed, so I couldn't go back to that. So I killed the process of that, killed that process, the game process. Got back. Oh, no, I didn't get that. Did I? Yeah, no. I killed the game, and now Windows bugged out, which is Explorer precisely. So I couldn't launch the game anymore. So I had to kill the Explorer process. Amazing, I know. Like this fucking update is really helping everyone, especially me. Kill the process. Oh, is there something else? I didn't pick it up. Fucking hell, man. Kill the process and try to launch it again. So, third time when I tried to launch it, the game had no audio, which is perfect for a let's play, right? It's a perfect idea to not be able to hear anything that's going on in the game. That's very, that really helps convey the plot of the game. Also, when you've got, well, supposedly you've got subtitles and people that are deaf. It's not that they wouldn't be able to handle that, but I mean, come on, who doesn't want to have the game audio? People, you know, it's a long play. People would rather watch the game and hear the game than listen to a guy talking. So the game audio is paramount, I'd say. I guess, at least I guess. So yeah. Then I kept relaunching it. Actually, the game. I kept relaunching the game until the audio showed up, or was there again, because that didn't want to work. And eventually, once I did, and I alt-tabbed out of the game to start the recording, the audio was choppy. So I was worried that it's gonna be choppy in game. Fortunately, it isn't. But still, there can be a problem that it's gonna be fucked up anyway, because I already had perfectly good recordings fucked up for no reason. So it still might be so that audio in the game, in the recording, is fucked up, even though it's running perfectly fine during the game. So hopefully that won't happen. Now, just a checkpoint. Just give me a checkpoint, and I guess that'll be all of it. I blame what happened to the game on the Windows update, since I blame fucking all the audio that's what's going on that I mentioned on the update 2. That was directly correlated, I'm pretty sure. So again, Windows updates helping everyone. Yeah, that'll be it. It'll be this. What did I unlock? I couldn't read. Why did it show up at the end of the level? Anyway, so again, right now there's plot going on, some fucking recordings playing, but I'm talking over it, and it's fine because we're gonna get back to that once I make another episode. So good thing I spent like 1.5 hours recording this half an hour. Magic, I tell you. Subscribe now. That'll help.